Scott Goddard, and I'm the sheriff for the County of Crow Wing, so the Crow Wing County Sheriff's Office. Lincoln is he is our deputy with our lowest badge number, so he is badge number 99. He was issued a official badge with his name, and he is definitely a honored and important part of our team. You know, our goal with Lincoln and what we looked at initially was we wanted, first and foremost, a tool for us to be able to reach out and have a positive interaction with our community. So Lincoln's real goal and my thought as we moved into this idea was kind of twofold, was focused around kids in our schools. We wanted to be able to use Lincoln in that capacity and then expand it for him to help our crime victims. So if we have say a child or even a parent for that matter that's involved in some type of situation, we could use him just as a tool to sit in the corner, someone that could be comforting, that could be petted, and as we're all aware, just that his presence has that calming effect, and that's what we need. And oftentimes, it's the unspoken part that does more than what we can say or what we can do. And he's been instrumental in it. What's cool is when it gets to the point, and we've reached that in some of the areas around and businesses, et cetera, we go to, where if I go in there and he's not with me, they'll ask, where's Lincoln? Where's Lincoln? And that's kind of what we wanted to reach. My goal with the kids always has been, I want them to remember him. I don't care if they remember my name. I want them to remember Lincoln. And we've seen some return on that too.
My name is Mike Hogan.
I'm Debbie.
And we trained Lincoln. We got Lincoln between 7 and 8 weeks old, and we trained him for about 2.5 years until he was matched with Scott at Crow Wing County as a facility dog. So we have a lot of grandkids, so he got really well socialized with kids. I mean, jumping on him, pulling on him, tugging on him and stuff, and as you saw the pictures, he just loved kids. So we figured, knowing where he was going, and one of the things he wanted to use Lincoln for was to go into the schools to develop a better relationship between the sheriffs and the kids. So we thought, well, that's a great fit for him. He's very intelligent, loyal, hardworking, and just kind of a fun dog to be around.
He's a perfect fit. He's very loyal, which we demand, in the field of law enforcement. But he's incredibly caring, and he seems to feed, much like me, he seems to feed off of our audience, and I've noticed that. So when we go out to a group of kids in a school, or when we're at the fair or events, and seeing him and his reaction, it's almost like, yep, I'm pretty important here, and he's kind of got that attitude. And it helps him excel. So you can tell that he feeds off energy, which is what we need here. So what you see here is completely different than when he's not working. So he is a little snot when he's not working, which he needs to be. He's only 3 years old, a little over 3 years old. He has a bigger brother at home, a black lab named Reload, and he loves to terrorize him. But I still think it's so cool every day. It's much the same demeanor we see in law enforcement. When a person goes to work and they put on their gear, they put on their vest, they put on the uniform, the person changes. And we see the same thing with Lincoln, where he knows when it's time to work, and then when we get home, the first thing he wants off is his vest and runs around in circles. So he's kind of the best of both worlds. He's a very good dog working. He's exceptional at listening to me. And then he's a puppy when he gets home. Turn it on and he can turn it off. And I think that's the most unique part of him.
I was very excited when Lincoln was matched with Scott. We met him, and he seemed so excited to get Lincoln and so proud to have him that I just think it's a great match.
Yeah.
And it's been fun for me to look through the Brainerd Dispatch newspaper, and you see an occasional story on Lincoln and what he's doing. So that's been fun.
Can't fathom how they can put all of the energy and the time and the care into Lincoln for over 2 years, and then just literally one day say, here you go, and goodbye. I just couldn't do it. So kudos to them. I mean, and people always say, oh, your dog's so well trained, and I don't I'm first to say it's Helping Paws. It has nothing to do with my ability. It's all with the trainers. And I tell you what, I fell in love with the organization. The training was top notch. It's one of the best trainings. I've been to hundreds of trainings throughout my career, and it was one of the best trainings that I've ever been involved with. The staff answered any and all questions, even ones that I didn't even think of. And I could feel my confidence building. I couldn't say enough. I love the organization. And I think we got a great partnership on both ends of it.